Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide. It's your boy Big Will back with some boxing talk. Hey, listen, congratulations to Eleider Alvarez. I mean, the guy did his damn thing Saturday night, man, and it's been a long time coming, and I'm happy for him, man. Alvarez, if you didn't know, he was a hell of an amateur. He won the South American Games back in '06, in '07, and '08. He won gold in the Pan American Games. He's been the mandatory for Adonis Stevenson for over a year now, I believe. He took step aside money 2 or 3 times. Stevenson paid him not to fight him, to fight someone else. And this last time he did it, it was when he wanted to fight Badou Jack. And I guess, that was it. He said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead. And he got the opportunity to fight Sergey Kovalev, and he made the best of his opportunities. When have you ever seen opponent of Sergey Kovalev take those clean punches and just shrug them off? I mean, his attitude, his body language, his mindset in that fight was he was not going to be denied, man. I mean, Kovalev was hitting this guy clean, man. And, a couple times I thought he was stunned. But then in like 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds later, man, he shrugged it off, shook his head, and he was talking shit to Kovalev all night. Like, come on. That fourth round, Kovalev put some heat on him, man. Kovalev put some heat that I didn't think he was going to be able to withstand. And he withstood it. He took it, man. At the end of that round, he even waved his hands up in the, to the crowd, like trying to get the crowd involved. It would let me know that he was in that fight mentally. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of Sergey Kovalev's opponents in the past have been defeated mentally, in my opinion. I believe they heard about the Crusher, and they were scared, man. They were fighting scared. A lot of those dudes were fighting scared, and when Kovalev hit them, they crumbled. We know Kovalev got power, man, but this guy was able to take that power. And hats off to him. Light heavyweight division is looking pretty good, man. Then you had Dmitry Bivol. He was on the card. I wasn't too impressed with his fight. Isaac Chilemba, he make a lot of guys look bad. He fought Sergey Kovalev. Kovalev didn't look good when he fought him. Andre Ward didn't look spectacular when he fought him. And I'm thinking this is the case for Dmitry Bivol. Because I like the kid, man. I like the kid's attitude, man. The kid's always in shape. I mean, he's bouncing around the ring from first round through the 12th round when a guy can last that long. That ended his knockout streak. I forget how many knockouts he had in a row. But Sullivan Barrera, I thought he was going to end it, but he ended up catching him in the 12th round. So I'm like, okay, this 12th round, he's going to step on the gas and get Chilemba out of there. But Chilemba, shout out to him, he wasn't having none of it. You understand what I'm saying? But I do believe he lost majority of the rounds. I gave him like 3 or 4 rounds out of the fight. Dmitry Bivol, he was in control the whole night, but he didn't look impressive. That first round though, he came out of there, man, and he was really putting it on Chilemba. I was like, this is gonna be a short night. Like, he was throwing some heat at Chilemba, man, and Chilemba didn't look like he was going to be able to withstand it. But he stood around and he took it, man, and he made it to the 12th round. Roy Jones was telling him some good stuff in between rounds, and he finished the fight. Now he's saying that he won Alvarez, and I believe Sergey Kovalev does have a rematch clause, and I don't know if he's going to take it. I don't know if he's going to exercise his right. Personally, I think Sergey Kovalev is done. I thought he'd been done after the Andre Ward fight. The guy, when he came back and fought Shabransky, Shabransky hit Kovalev with a shot, man, and I thought it wobbled Kovalev a little bit, and his body language in that fight wasn't too good. But he was able to get Shabransky out of there because Shabransky was there to be hit, and Shabransky didn't have a chin that your boy Eleider Alvarez had. You know what I mean? It seems like with Kovalev, if you're able to weather his storm, if you're not afraid of him, then you maybe can take advantage of Kovalev in the later rounds because we know that he tends to gas out a little bit in the later rounds. And sure enough, I believe he gassed out a little bit in this fight. I'm not saying that's not why he got knocked out. He got knocked out because Alvarez was determined, man. I think he only had 12 or 13 knockouts out of 25 professional fights. So people didn't really think that he would win by knockout. But he was actually a power puncher in the amateurs. He used to knock dudes clean out. But in his last amateur fight, I think he broke like 2 or 3 knuckles. And that's been affecting his punching power. But somehow, some way, he was able to put them punches together in that 7th round and get Sergey Kovalev out of there. Max Kellerman asked him after the fight, he like, where did this power come from, man? And he said, we've been working on that. We've been working on that punch during training camp. Alvarez knew that Kovalev would tire in the later rounds, and he knew that, he would be susceptible to that punch. And, hats off to him, man. He followed his game plan. He didn't get discouraged by Kovalev's big onslaught in round 4. I mean, that round 4 was, man, that was a hell of a round, man. I'm like, how did this guy stand up? You know what I mean? Look, go check that fight out again and look at round 4 and look at the way Kovalev was punching him. I mean, clean shots, man. Clean shots. No other opponent of Sergey Kovalev's was able to take punches like that. And this guy took it. That guy got a hell of a chin, man. And I don't know, man. I would love to see him fight Adonis Stevenson, but I don't think that's going to happen. Adonis Stevenson been avoiding this guy for some time now, and after that performance there, I don't know if he's going to be in a rush to fight him now. But Adonis Stevenson's running out of options, man. He's older. He'll be 40 years old this year if he didn't turn 40 already. So it's now or never, man. It's now or never. He gonna have to get them money fights in now. I would love to see Stevenson and Jack fight again. That was a hell of a fight, in my opinion. Al Heyman is Eleider Alvarez's manager, and we know he's Stevenson's manager. He's Badou Jack's manager. So maybe we can get him in the ring with one of those guys. I wouldn't mind seeing it. You know what I'm saying? But Dmitry Bivol is talking about fighting him. I wouldn't mind seeing that either for unification. That would be a good fight, and I don't know if Chilemba can outbox Bivol. Dmitry Bivol, I think he has hell of a boxing skills, man. He does have some power. He does have some good power, actually. But I don't know if he can, knock out Alvarez, after I watched him take all those punches from Kovalev, and we all know what the puncher that Kovalev is. So, the light heavyweight division, man, is interesting now that we got some new blood at champion. The guy's 35, so I don't know how much more he have in the tank, but he was definitely still hungry for this fight. He was definitely wanted it bad. You could tell he wanted it bad because after that 4th round, Kovalev was putting it on him. When that bell rung, he went back to the corner waving his hands, trying to get the crowd into the fight. And that told me right there what his mindset was. His mindset was he wasn't going to be denied, man. He was going to fight to the end of the 12th round if he had to, and he was going to give it his all. And, hats off to him. Congratulations to him. And I want to see him again. I want to see him again against some elite competition. Sergey Kovalev, I believe, is done. He was actually doing a good job boxing, man. He was boxing good. He was looking good, but his defense his defense is on a decline. He was off balance a lot. Alvarez was beating him to his jab. HBO did a good job of breaking down how every time Kovalev went to throw a punch, Alvarez will beat him with the jab and knock Kovalev's head back. You understand what I'm saying? And Kovalev just he's washed up, man. In my opinion, he tried his best. He did his he gave it his all. But the back-to-back losses to Ward, I think really affected him mentally, and took a lot out of him, man. They say he drinks a lot, he parties a lot, and after the Ward fight, they say he did some soul searching, man. But in my opinion, I heard the guy's an asshole. I heard nobody really likes to be around him. He's sort of a prick to the media. And when you like that, man, when you treat people that way, it always come back around to you one way or another, man. And I think he's done. He might as well hang it up and try to do something else other than boxing. I know John David Jackson is somewhere smiling. I know he's going to do an interview coming up soon about one of my told you so things, man, because Kovalev came out during this camp and talked bad about David Jackson. John David Jackson, said that he was just a passenger in his car. He didn't do nothing in the camp. He didn't bring nothing to the table. My thing is, well, why are you paying him for all these years then, if he's not bringing nothing to the table? Kovalev just seems like one of them guys. He don't want to listen to nobody. He think he knows it all, man. I watched several interviews, when he, even one interview, he said, I don't need no trainer. I know what I'm doing. But obviously he did. He went back and got I think it was a coach from Russia, and, he won 2 fights with him against lesser opposition. But once he stepped up, with this hungry Eleider Alvarez, it's all she wrote. So congratulations to Eleider Alvarez. I'm looking forward to seeing more from him. I'm your boy Big Will. This is Big Faces Worldwide. If you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button. Share if you want. If you got some comments, you want to chop it up, you want to dispute something that I said in this video, then leave it in the comments section, man. I always answer to the my comments, man. I always like to engage with the subscribers, just because this is why I do this, because I love to talk boxing. Big Will, Big Faces Worldwide. I holla back.